Hi guys, it's time for us to open up and sort through the Special Tea Design Kit from Softflex. Softflex company usually does a mystery design kit every month. It is not a subscription, so I just make sure I buy one every month because I really enjoy creating with these. There's usually a Jesse James bead strand that goes along with it. And I tend to also purchase this when I get my Softflex design kit. And let me just make sure we're not showing off our, there's a coupon on the back for $5 off. Usually comes with most of the design kits that you get the extra coupon. Honestly though, I usually forget to use the coupon because there's some other deal going on. They usually have a different one every week. But on the last Wednesday of every month, which is when this is going to go live, by the way, they do an official reveal. They open up the current design kit, and then they put the next design kit up for sale. And often the design kit that we're working with will sell out, just because they are such fun design kits to use. And we've got a little list of our contents here. I'm just going to swirl this over. And yeah, it is February 28th, 3 p.m. Pacific time that they're going to have their official reveal. So I will be uploading this and then making it live after they're done with that. Anyway, let's get into this because I'm going to be sorting this into my 15 grid organizers. I usually like to use these 15 grid organizers for my monthly bead kits and bead boxes. Most of the subscriptions that I get fit in here just fine. There's like 2 exceptions, but I always mention those when I do the sorting for them. But most everything else fits in really great. And I like being able to see what I'm creating with. If I leave my bead kits or bead mixes in the bags or boxes that they come in, I forget that they're there and then I don't use them. I often will keep this butcher twine because you can do fun things like make a tassel with it or something else. I've used it as the back of a necklace instead of like chain before. And pretty often it goes pretty well with the rest of the kit. All right, so we usually have the bead strand that is separate. It doesn't come with the kit. You do have to purchase it separately. Sometimes they'll do a thing where they're like, oh, if you buy a kit, you might get the bead strand for free, or bead strand free with, X amount of money when you purchase, that sort of thing. You guys, look, there's tea. Organic peppermint. Okay, so this is caffeine free and just about anybody can have that. I love peppermint tea. It is one of my favorite things to just, relax and enjoy. Not everybody likes it. Some people are like, it just tastes like toothpaste, but it doesn't taste like toothpaste to me. It tastes like peppermint. I love that. That's going to be lovely. Oh, look at these. We've got some really gorgeous check glass in here. We've got several strands of check glass. We've got some ceramic beads. There's some ceramic beads on this strand too. And oh, guys, look. There is... This is from Green Girl Studio. I love their stuff. I need to actually get some more of theirs. So many of their things that I want to purchase. I have made myself a little wish list, and so I'm gonna put in an order probably next week with Green Girl Studios because they have just the coolest, like cutest handmade pewter charms and connectors, and they're just wonderful. I love their stuff, and like a lot of them will have these really uplifting and wonderful sayings on them. I am brave, fearless, and strong. Guys, sometimes you need a reminder of this. I do a lot of things and people look at me and they think I am brave, fearless, and strong all the time. But I'm telling you, sometimes I don't feel it. So it's nice to have a reminder. I love this. That is gorgeous. That's beautiful. A lot of times we get Tiara Cast findings, but it looks like we've got Green Girl Studios for this one. I love it and I'm so happy about it. All right, so then we've got some 2x2 crypt tubes. These are my favorite crypt tubes. They just work. They are fantastic. And you always get some other findings like some ear wires and a lobster clasp. And it looks like this time we're also getting some jump rings. So that was actually a really nice extra, though. I don't usually see that in our kits. We also get a full spool of Softflex medium beading wire, and this is bone color, which is perfect. This is just a perfect color to go with this. I am really pleased with that. You know what? I'm gonna stretch, and I'm gonna probably say that this is gonna end up being one of my favorite design kits. It just, the colors are so much like some of my favorite design kits. Like the Safari kit last year was one of my favorites. I loved the Foxy Lady kit from the year before. They're just such great colors. I'm in love with the browns and the earthy tones and the golds. All right, so we've got, I'm just gonna move on. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we've got some gold tones. We've got some silver, it looks like over here, which goes well with the pewter. So we've got some mixed metals on all of these. That's gonna be really fun to play around with. But let's go here. We've got the fire polish beads. These are 7mm and they are gold with, looks like it's gold on one side of it, and then it's got this like jonquil color or champagne-y color on the other side. I'm just getting some old wire cutters to open this up because I like to get these guys into the organizer while I am talking about them. So let's get these fire polish beads in here. They're gonna give us some of the sparkle that I look for. You know, I love sparkle. All right, beautiful. Then we've got our brown ceramic beads, and I love this. I love that we have been getting so many ceramic beads in our kits because I love ceramic beads. And these are large hole ceramic beads, so you can use them with a lot of things. Like if you've got some leather, I think leather would be a really great addition to some of the beads in this kit. I'm just gonna be real honest here. I think it would fit in really well with the rest of this. Give you more earthy tones to go for. There are these little teeny spacers. I haven't used the actual stop beads in any of my designs, but I mean, why not? Sticking them in there. It looks like we've got some Tila beads. These are, it says brown tile beads, but they're kind of a white with like a travertine finish. I don't know. They look like old bones to me. I like that. I like that we're getting some 2-hole beads in this box. We're gonna have some fun things that we can do with those. All right, so let's get the other beads out here, and then we'll start sorting the bead mix, because Jesse James Beads also does a bead mix with these. And usually they'll have some extras of the bead mixes that they'll sell on their website as well. Not the Jesse James site, the Softflex site. And sometimes I'll be so in love with the bead mix that I'll just go and buy a second bead mix to just extend what I can make with it. And it's entirely possible that I'm going to do the same here, but it might not be. All right, so we've got some of these beautiful cream colored, which ones are these? Oh, it doesn't say. Are they button mold beads? Is that what these are called? I don't know, but they're these puffed coin beads with that. And these are piggy beads, and piggy beads are like, they're kind of like little tiny cup buttons, but their holes that they have are over here on the side. They're not centered. So like when you go to string them, you could have them be like off-centered from each other. And they make like really cool little stacks when you string them, because they're like off-center from each other. And these ones have this white side here, but then they've got this really cool, it's almost like a peachy iridescent sheen on there on the other side. I love this color, and I think it is going to be a lot of fun to make things with these piggy buttons or these piggy beads. All right, so these are the beads that came in the kit outside of the mix and strand. Let's go ahead and open up this bead mix. I like to sort through the bead mix before I get it into its little spaces. It's very often the bead mix will have beads that will sort nicely into the same areas as the things on the bead strand. All right, so we've got a bead cage, and it looks like some of these little guys, I love that we've got like some really light peachy colors going on in here. These are some of these beads, and the spacers are getting caught in the bead cages. That's kind of fun. Oof. Let me see if I can get this guy out of here. This is a spacer. How did you get in? There we go. If it could get in, we can pull it out. Okay, so these are kind of a rose gold color. Not a gold, but a rose gold. I love that for us. And we've got a couple of spacers with the rhinestones on the side. So you've got some sparkles in the same color of metal. And it looks like we've got 4 of these guys. Let me stick these over here with that. 1. And then we've got these other rhinestone spacers that are a little bit larger with silver as the metal color. And it looks like we've got 6 of these, and they are very sparkly. We've got some bead caps, and on one side of them they have this texture that also makes them kind of shiny and sparkly. That's in silver color, and there's 4 of these guys. And then we've got these 2 beads. Is there something in the side of here? Yes, there's like a crystal inside of these little cages. Oh, that is really fun. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see the crystal? It's back there, being sparkly inside of there. All right, now we've got some twisted, like they're not really drops. Are they drops? Twisted oval. No, this one's a little pointier, isn't it? Nope, they are like twisted ovals. They've got a diagonal twisty shape. Don't drop the beads, Bex. They are twisty shaped like this. And they also have the diagonal fastening that I love. I love diagonal fastening. Just look at it. Isn't that great? So these are really cool. They're like football shapes, but not football shapes. They're kind of ellipsy footballs. And then we've got 2 very large beads with some faceting. Here, let me see if I can clean these up a little bit. Oh no, they're just too scraped up to really get good shine. Well, they would be beautiful beads, but they've been scraped up. You can still get some sparkle out of them though. And then these 2 are like metal baskets, metal cages with some wide holes. Oh wow, look. This and this and this on like some silver silk. Tell me that wouldn't be cool. That would be so cool. And then we've got these guys. They have these are metal. You can tell because there's some heft to them. And they've got this flower embossing on them, these coin beads here. We've got some rose beads, and these are super fun. Sometimes, wait, actually, these are not rose beads at all. I don't see a hole anywhere. Huh. Huh. I wonder how I'm going to use these. There's always something, some element that is a bit of a challenge in these kits, and I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to use these beads that don't have a hole in them, that aren't beads at all. They're not beads at all. They're like little cabochons or something. Don't worry, I'm going to figure this out. We are going to figure out something with these. They have no holes. That's fine. We've got some pearls. They are about the same color as this one. It's this nice, really, really light yellow. Then we've got these kind of misty, it's not really matte, but it's kind of matte beads with the roundness, and there are 5 of them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these cube beads in this really light peach color. And then 1, 2, 3, 5 of these. They're not really rondelles, but they are kind of squat. But they have some micro faceting, so there's lots and lots of facets on them. I find that fascinating. That's a word I just made up just now. All right, let's open up the strand. We'll see what we've got here. Looks like we've got a couple of opalescent drops. It's kind of a smoky color. Smoky cream. Earl Grey. Let's set these right here with those. They kind of go together pretty well. And then we've got some more amber colored beads and this great big chonker. This faceted rectangle guy. These guys are all going to go together. And these are really cool. Look at these beads. These are very lightweight. So they would make really great earrings, especially because they're so lightweight, but they're so big and dangly. And they're just these probably acrylic or plastic beads with this cord that has been wound all the way around it to give you like this texture. I love beads that have texture. I'm going to set them over here with these other textury beads. And then we've got some ceramic beads, and these are cubes. I love ceramic beads. They are so cool. All right, and then we've got a couple of these round metal beads with the rhinestones in them. I'm going to set them over here with these guys. We have 4 of these swirly petal bead caps. Put them over here with these other silver metal guys. We have some filigree bead caps. They're very large, and they fit, as you saw, really nicely on these guys. So I'm probably going to use them together if I'm going to be real honest with myself about that. Will these fit on here too? Maybe, but not as well as the filigree guys. All right, and then, you know, that color that we have with that kind of rose gold, that rich kind of rose goldy guy, we've got more of these. We've got 2 of the large rondelle spacers with the rhinestones. So we have like the small ones that came in the bead mix, and then we've got some large ones that came on the strand. And then we've got a couple of bead frames in the same type of color. And they've got that sort of hammered look. And then we've got 4 daisy spacers. All right, let's get our metals socked away right here. And silvers. Now, I usually put the like dangles and things right here in the front, but this is large enough that it needs me to put one of these dividers down over here in the back. So I'm going to set that back there, and I'm also going to put some of these larger beads in that same section. All right, and then these guys with their very textureds. And go ahead and open this and get these findings out here. I usually keep that out next to it. Put these guys in here. Squares are going to go together. And then these guys. And then these guys. Haha! We are sorted. All right. So there we have it. This is the Special Tea design kit from Softflex with the Special Tea bead strand from Jesse James Beads. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye!